What's up, y'all? It is the sixth race on the NASCAR schedule, and we're here this weekend in Miami. Actually, a little south of Miami in Homestead at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Now, normally we're here during the playoffs, but now that has been moved, and we are here this weekend. So, all three series will be running this weekend here in Homestead, and the NASCAR Cup Series and the NASCAR Xfinity Series, it is their sixth race of the year. Now, the fourth race for the NASCAR Cup Series, Craftsman Truck Series, and they'll be running tonight on Friday night under the lights at the Baptist Health 200. That is 134 laps, 200 miles. Now, the former winner, Grant Enfinger, won this race, so we'll see if he can make it back-to-back victories. But a couple drivers here, the notables on this race is Kyle Larson. He's going to try to sweep the weekend as he's going to be in that 07 truck of Spire. Now, Spire hasn't had many victories here in Miami, so maybe Larson can take it to the front. Can he sweep the weekend? We'll get a little bit here in a second. But to sweep the weekend, he has to run the Xfinity race as well, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to run the Xfinity race in that Hendrick 17 Chevrolet, and that's the NASCAR Xfinity Series Hard Rock Bet 300. That's 200 laps, 300 miles. Now, last year, Austin Hill won this race. We'll see if RCR can run up front. Now, on Sunday, Sunday afternoon, the NASCAR Cup Series will run the Straight Talk 400. That's 267 laps, 400 miles. Tyler Reddick, former champion of this race that put him in the playoffs, into the Final Four to win a championship, and he won here too. Now, Kyle Larson, he's going to be running the trucks. He's going to be running the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. Could he sweep the weekend here in Homestead? He'll be the first time someone has swept the weekend since Rowdy Busch did it in Bristol. So now we do have some complications though for this race weekend. As you guys know, if you don't know, the whole Miami area has been under brush fires, some severe brush fires. They're getting closer and closer to the track. Not sure what's going to happen, but as of Thursday night here on the 20th, there is no word on what's going to happen. But as of right now, everything is a go, but you got to be a little scary for those brush fires to be so close to the track with the smoke and all that stuff. All it takes is the wind to shift a certain way, and then the track is full of smoke. So we'll see what happens. All right, so you got the information on the races. Now you need to know what the paint schemes look like, and we're going to bring those to you here every Friday. We bring you our race paint scheme and race weekend preview. We would love for you to watch it every week, comment on it, give us the like on it as well. And but here it is. So the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series paint schemes for this weekend here at Homestead are coming to you right now. So when I come back, I'll give you a quick my favorite paint schemes of the week, give you a recap of last week's race, and a special win by you know who. So we'll talk about that a little bit when we come back. So hope you guys enjoy the paint schemes. So here they are. Let's go. hope you enjoyed these paint schemes. Like we release them every Friday for you guys to get ready for the races on the weekends. And every Friday, our paint scheme and race weekend preview to hang out with me so you get ready to have some fun with us on the weekends. So, all right, so here are my favorite paint schemes. There's a lot this week, and when you get to the NASCAR Xfinity Series, you're going to notice something. So the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Brandon Jones is in that #1 Kingsford Toyota. He's doing double duty this weekend. He's doing Craftsman Truck Series and Xfinity. So that's pretty cool. Tony Brenninger's got that #5 Celsius Toyota. I like that. Always got to love that big Celsius. Now here is Larson's '07 Hendrick Chevrolet for Spire. He's going to try to sweep the weekend. I know there's a lot of talk about this, so it probably is not going to happen. That #19 Daniel Hemrick Napa Night Vision Chevrolet. I like that one. And then the 34 Lane Riggs loves RV stopped Ford. You know, I like that one too. So here's the NASCAR Xfinity Series paint schemes that I like. And I'll start with Matty D in that Viking Motorsports Chevrolet. Yes, I like this color. Looks pretty cool. Matt Snyder in that '91 Treetop Chevy. Ryan Ellis in that classic Collision Chevy. I like that one. That looks good. Can we not get a sponsor for the 19? Like, seriously? Joe Gibbs Racing with no sponsor on the car? I mean, I know it's not Eric Almirola in the car this week, but come on, Justin. Let's go Joe Gibbs Racing. Let's get a sponsor on this car. Weird. Or maybe NASCAR.com is just something wrong with it. And here he is in the '17 Hendrick Chevrolet. Kyle Larson trying to do triple duty this weekend, and he's going at it with the Xfinity Series here on this car. Now, Josh Williams in that Star Tron Chevrolet. Always love Josh Williams paint schemes. They're always good. And that 00 Road Ranger Recon 1 Ford Sheldon Creed. I like that one. Now, have you noticed I did not pick any junior motorsports cars? Yes, there are some in the field in this paint scheme reel, but I did not. Something to change it up. It's been the same thing over and over and over. Yes, I know, that DEI font. All right, so the NASCAR Cup Series are my favorite paint schemes. Is it me, or does just no one cares about Suarez's paint schemes anymore? He used to have really good ones, and he almost won last week, but just not enough. SVG and that Jockey Chevrolet in American colors. I like that one. Bowman and the Showman and that Ally Unrivaled Chevrolet, that '48 Chevrolet. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and that #47 March Madness Chevrolet. Hey, just a little tip here. We're doing March Madness here on our channel as well. So if you like college basketball, make sure you check us out. We do a good job on that. So Ricky Stenhouse in the March Madness. I like that. Tyler Reddick in that '45 Jordan Brand Chevy. Yes, I like that one. And then the Dream Machine is back. Zane Smith in that '38 Ford. It's the Dream Machine. Aaron's. And now 35 Rally Herbs. I don't like this paint scheme at all. It looks, I don't know, too Nintendo-ish. I don't know. And then the #24 Willie B. Valvoline Chevrolet. This might be one of my favorites this week. And then #23 Bubba Wallace Columbia Sportswear. It just looks like it's from Miami. I like the look of that one. And how many are we still happy? How many out there are y'all still grinning from one ear to the other that Josh Berry won last week? I mean, are you still grinning? Are you happy? I know a lot of y'all picked last week Josh Berry to win the thing, so congratulations on that. And then, so there is also Josh Berry in that DEX Imaging Ford. Um, so there's that. Now, who likes some mozzarella sticks? Farm Rich Ford, Kroger / Farm Rich Ford. There's some mozzarella sticks on the airplane, on the car. Looks good. Gotta love you some mozzarella sticks. And that #12, Ryan Blaney Dent Wizard. Hopefully he has a better weekend than he did last weekend. It started bad from the beginning in the practice and qualifying, and then had a wreck. He wrecked himself during the race. So we'll see if Ryan Blaney can get back on it here this weekend. Now, Kyle Busch in this number 8 Bank OZK Chevrolet. Never seen this paint scheme before, but I like this one. And last but not least, the newest sponsor for Denny Hamlin. It's not purple. It's not green. It's not white. It's blue and white. The number 11 Progressive Toyota. He lands Progressive. Joe Gibbs Racing lands Progressive for an 18 race sponsor, big time sponsor. It's going to go on the hauler. It's going to be there. So I guess I might have to get me a Progressive shirt or hat or something like that. I'm definitely getting a Sports Clip one. So there it is. But blue and white. Is he trying to be like Lawson? I don't know. So there are my favorite paint schemes. Right. Here is a recap of Las Vegas. It's going to be quick. We're not going to do a drawn out rundown of the whole race anymore. But the Eco Save 200 ran on Friday night in Vegas, and we dealt with rain and chilly weather. The race stopped a couple times, but it seemed like it was the longest race ever. But Corey Heim Time takes the victory. Congratulations to Heim Time. He gets his second victory of the year. Of course, he won the very first one. Now on Saturday, the Lanai ran, and they had much better track conditions than they did on Friday night. But during the race, Allgaier won his fourth stage at Vegas. That's the most of all drivers in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Now, Eric Almirola was there at the end, but Justin Allgaier wins here in Las Vegas for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. The reigning champ gets a victory under his belt. Now on Sunday, the Pennzoil 400, Josh Berry came into this race. Not a lot of people picked Josh Berry to win this race in our posts on our community page. Lots of people were cheering him on, and we didn't think that he was going to win. We thought Larson was going to win. He was dominating, but at the end, a lot of guys knew there was going to be a caution at the end, but there was not. So they kind of pit early, and the gamble didn't work out for most of the Hendrick drivers. But there's Josh Berry, and he gets the win, his very first ever win. Congratulations, Josh Berry. And it was awesome after the race. There was no really burnout. He said he liked to take care of the car, and he's been taught not to mess up the car with a big burnout. So shows his mature, and man, oh man, Josh Berry, maybe can he win more for the Wood brothers on their 75th year in NASCAR? So, all right, here are my picks this week. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. You gotta go. Like, if it's Rowdy in the truck, you pick Rowdy. If it's Kyle Larson, it's in the truck, you pick Kyle Larson. So I'm picking Kyle Larson to win this race easily. And I'm gonna go Infinger. He's gonna be my dark horse. He won here last year. I kind of want Majeski there, but it's gonna be one of those three drivers: Heim, Majeski, or Infinger. The rest of this year, that's my opinion. So the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Let's do it. Let's make Kyle Larson win 2 in a row, back to back in that 17 Hendrick Chevrolet. And my dark horse is going to be Austin Hill. All right. On the NASCAR Cup Series, the Straight Talk 400. I'm going to have to do it. Denny Hamlin. He's strong here. And he's got a brand new car to show off. And it would look really nice in victory lane. So let's go, Denny. Let's get a victory in that new car. I know you can do it. He's been strong here before, and he's won here before. And then my dark horse is going to be Willie B in that Valvoline. He's strong here too. William Byron in that number 24 Valvoline. So there are my picks. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe on this channel. We would love to gain more followers for our NASCAR content. And every Friday, like I said, every Friday we release these vlogs. So make sure you're subscribing and hitting those notification bells so you know when we release them on Fridays. So hope to see you this weekend at the tracks. We got a lot of stuff going on. Make sure your notification bells are on so you know when we go live. And looking forward to a weekend in Miami. Hopefully the smoke and the fire doesn't ruin anything. Because, it is what it is. But we'll see how it goes. Prayers for all of the people that are affected by the fires. And we can't wait to see you on our channel. So hit the like, hit the subscribe, and tell me also, who are your favorite paint schemes in the comments below? And who do you think is going to win this weekend in the comments below, too? All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you this weekend. Let's go.